Hello, this is Dr. Turner again with another health tip. Today I want to talk about chiropractic. Really, what is chiropractic? What is it that we do? And I want to introduce you to my skinny friend. I often use a model of the spine. These are not real bones. I use a model, plastic model of the spine to help patients really understand how the spine works, how everything is coordinated. You know, many of you realize the brain is like a computer. It's completely encased in our skull and the bones. And then running off this is like an electrical conduit, and the electrical conduit runs down the entire length of our spine, the spinal cord. And it is completely encased in bones too, but it's completely flexible. So what we have is 24 movable segments that allow a lot of flexibility and movement in our spine. But between each of these segments, very importantly, we find a spinal nerve that comes out. Now what the spinal nerve is very much like telephone wiring system, and that carries the information out of the spine from the brain out to each of the cells in our body, whether it's a liver cell or it's a cell to our finger. The cells respond to this electrical information from our brain and create chemicals to do that. So if everything is working right, it gets a good chemical reaction. The cells are vital and healthy. Unfortunately, what happens is sometimes the position of the bones may be out of place. Now, when someone goes to a chiropractor, what we do on the first visit in our examination is examine the spinal alignment. When the bone is out of place, we call in chiropractic a subluxation. And a subluxation is just a word that means that the position of the bones aren't right, they're pinching on the nerves, maybe the muscles and ligaments are tight, and something's inflamed. Therefore, the brain can't communicate with that finger cell, let's say, and maybe the finger's not working right. But what I'm trying to determine when we examine our patients is there a way that we can remove that subluxation or take that nerve interference off of the body? And the way we do that, if I take an x-ray or during my examination, I'll try to feel if the bones aren't moving right. What we do for the correction, for the treatment of chiropractic, is make an adjustment. An adjustment would be changing the position, changing the alignment of those bones so that the brain can communicate again to the cells so that everything works right. Ideally, when we have that is sure, improved posture, everything, we feel good. But more importantly than that, now we start to have the nervous system balanced and communicating well with each cell so that those cells are lively and vibrant, and that is the basis of health. That is the basis of not having disease. Thank you for listening.